Dude, I know your pain. You went up to her, you tried your best, but she said no. And rejection hurts. It happens to the best of us, but it doesn't excuse the fact that it sucks. But there are ways to handle it. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 ways for you to handle rejection. Welcome to HP Fashion, where we give you tips and advice for men's fashion, grooming, and lifestyle. I'm your host, Zach Fobbs. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click onto the notifications bell so you know when more great content is dropped just like this. As I said before, rejection sucks, but there are ways that we as gentlemen can handle it in a way that puts us in a more positive light. So if that sounds good, let's go ahead and dive onto it. Number 1, do not be offended at the fact that she said no. This is something that a lot of guys do. They bash on the girl just because that they simply gave them a no to their little proposal, and I don't absolutely get that. And that's not something that makes you look good. In fact, it makes you look a little more sleazy in the fact that you are getting angry at the fact that you're not this particular girl's cup of tea. And in her eyes, she's lost major respect for you at the fact that you're just getting so angry, and not to mention offensive, for no apparent reason. Gentlemen, if she says no, then she says no. No girl anywhere just automatically owes you a yes just because you took the time to go up to her and just ask her out. Number 2, learn from the experience. If you ask out a girl and she rejects you, play back the whole situation in your head. What happened in that sense to where she actually said no? Now, it could be just for the simple fact that she's not interested in you. In that case, just move on. But if there's something that probably you could have done a little bit better, play back the situation back in your head. How's your style? Is your clothes fitting on you? Are you looking well and presentable to the fact that where she actually looks at you and kind of thinks this guy actually looks nice? How's your grooming? Is your beard intact? Do you need to get a haircut? Or is your breath stinking? And if there's some ways that you can probably work on your approach to her, like you just went up to her and just tapped her on the shoulder, hey, you're hot, let's go out. But just have a little bit more softer approach. Introduce yourself, to get her talking, get her going, get her to know you within the first like 45 seconds to a minute of even noticing that you exist. It's just some notes to take down, gentlemen, so that next time you try, you can maybe have a little bit of a better chance in getting that yes. Number 3, insist your love. Now, what this means is that despite her saying no, you made it a point that you are going to continue to have feelings, and in fact love this girl no matter what she says, and maybe in hopes one day she'll realize your love and love you back. Now, this is something that is going to end in futility and frustration. Trust me, gentlemen, don't do it. If she says no, she says no, and just leave it at that. Having feelings for a girl that just repeatedly says no to you is one of the worst pains that you can ever go through. And honestly, it's a confidence killer and something that you feel like sometimes you can't even bounce back from. And if you're struggling with that, honestly, it feels like you're getting over an ex-girlfriend, despite the fact you never went out with this girl. And I did a video on how you can get over your ex. I will have that link down below, and I actually thought about it for a little while, and these tips actually kind of imply to this. Which brings me to my next tip: move on. If she says no, gentlemen, that she does not like you, she doesn't think of you in that way, then move on. This is something that's going to be the best decision for you, in the sense that you won't be stuck in that loop of trying to convince yourself that you still love her, and despite the fact that she doesn't have those feelings back for you. Just move on. You're going to save yourself a lot of time, a lot of frustration, and a lot of heartache if you just, man up and just move on. Find something that you love. Just find some sort of way to distract yourself. But like I said in the video that I referenced to you down below, I did give you some helpful tips on how you can do that. Number 5, try again later. Now, not on the same girl. And you remember, previous tip, move on. But if you see another girl that you possibly find attractive, take an account of all the tips that I gave you previously and try again. The worst that she can ever give you, any girl can tell you, is no. And that's gonna be okay. And most likely, the more and more you try, the better and better you're gonna get at approaching a girl and actually trying to get her to be attracted to you. Therefore, eventually you will get that yes. And who knows, this girl actually might be the one that has been placed on this earth for you. And that's it for me today, guys. If you like this video and you learned something from it, drop us a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and help us build the Humble and Bold community. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.